Alright, so Pat, what are we going to do here?
We're going to create G-code for this block to be able to be cut on a CNC mill.
Okay.
So first you go into the 3D warehouse or into SketchUp with your own file. I'm doing it off the warehouse, so I'm going to download the model to my version of Google SketchUp, which is 6. And I'll just open it.
So is it files read-only? What does that mean? Because it was done with an earlier, a more recent version?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't even need the newest version of it, and it doesn't have to be even working properly.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, once you're in and looking at the model, you go to File,
Okay.
Export, 3D Model,
Okay.
and you want to select from the export type 3DS.
Okay.
And you can name it whatever you want. Call it block. And save it wherever you want to. I'm going to save it to the desktop. And you click export. And it tells you...
So this is saying what the geometry of it is, pretty much? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just tell it OK. Once that's done, you can go to the file and open up Mill Wizard.
Alright. And Mill Wizard is for converting it
from the 3DS file format that you just exported from Google SketchUp to the G-code that the mill reads.
Okay. Have you tried other file formats or just 3DS, or you found that one worked and then sticking with it?
3DS works. I tried one other version.
What about DXF or
this Mill Wizard
STL?
DXF, which can be exported from that same menu in SketchUp, and it accepts STL, but you have to get a plugin to export that from SketchUp.
So with this way, you don't need any special plugin or anything like that.
That's right.
Okay, that's cool.
So you click Select File, and select the file that you just created. And if you created it in inches, then you want to select model was in inches, and you click next.
So this is cut direction, so which way it's seeing it from. So right now it's set for cut from top. Okay, so you can cut from the sides too, which is kind of
nice. Most times it's from the top though.
Okay.
Can resize the model to shrink it if you want, but here you want to move the material position to top, and then continue on. At Finishing Tool, you want to set the diameter to 2.5.
So that's millimeters, and that's because we're cutting in foam, and we're using a rotozip bit, which is 1/8 of an inch.
And you want to set the cutting length to 20. Step over to 70%. Spindle speed we put at 300. And for foam, I've found that 600 is the best feed and plunge rate.
Okay. You tried doing faster speeds, and the steppers were skipping, right?
They were skipping. This is the best combination of length of time to cut and getting what you want out.
Okay.
And you can select in either just the X raster or both. Both will clean up the cut, so I will select both. And for the safe height, that's how high it goes after the cut is finished. I like to put in 45 because it's in millimeters. That gives you plenty of space to take the block off, even if you've shut the machine off and can't move it anymore. You can hit, once you're done here, you click Calculate. I'm not sure why we get that a lot. Still works.
So these red lines are where the cuts will be. Okay.
Yep. And then you can click Simulate if you want, which shows from a solid block into what the cut will look like.
Okay.
you go on to next. And in the type of file, you want to select G-code, inch. It says inch.
Okay.
Got it. And then you click Save Finishing.
Okay, so then it gives you a title, but you want to
It's always a generic title that's
yeah.
the same. So you want to name it whatever you want, and you click Save. Then you are done in MillWizard, and you have your G-code file to send to Mach2 to be cut.
Okay, cool. And so let's just see where the file is. It's there on the desktop.
File's located right
Why don't
here.
you open that in Notepad and let's just see what it looks like. Open? Yeah, see what open does. And then select from a list. Notepad. Alright. And so what we see here, these are all the G codes, so you can see in here this is the X coordinate and then where it will move, and then here's a couple Y's, and you might even see some Z's in here. Let's see. Oh, okay, the Z's are over here
These are attached to the X.
in the same place. Okay. And so there's your code. If you want to adjust the code, you can adjust it here too. But there you go. All right, thank you, Pat.